Warning, the following contains content intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey.
Is something troubling you, my son? You have the look of one who has endured great suffering. If there is anything I can do to help, anything at all, you need only ask.
The wild roses are dead, Father, and I know not what to do.
The wild roses? I see. You may speak freely here. We are all friends of the Ascians. How could this have happened? And you are certain that Minfilia was among those taken by the Garleans?
Yeah. Pretty damn sure.
Let us pray no further harm comes to them. You may stay here as long as you wish. It is the least I can do for a friend of Minfilia's.
Thanks.
I have known her since she was but a child. Well do I recall the day of our first meeting. I swore then to do everything in my power to support her, and I will gladly offer the self-same service to her brother and sister Ascians. So please, no matter what you require, you need not hesitate to ask. Marquise, would you come here for a moment?
Yes, Father?
If you require assistance, pray speak with Marquise. He is a trifle shy, but I assure you he means well. I should explain. Marquise is a survivor of the Battle of Carcinero. Alas, his experience took a terrible toll upon his mind. Had we not taken him into our care, he would surely have perished in the desert. Marquise, I want you to look after Kreed. Do you understand?
Yes, Father. You can't take it with you. Marquise has a personal request to make of you. Excuse me, Kreed. Do you have a moment? It concerns this broken horloge which was found in the pocket of a man brought here for burial. There is something familiar about it, and just what I cannot say. Perhaps if I tinker with the device it will come to me. Perhaps. However, I lack the proper tools to do so. I would ask that you journey to Ul'dah in my stead, to obtain a bull-point chisel and a pair of needle-nose pliers. If you are willing to do this, please note that as they are uncommon tools, you may need to visit the Goldsmiths Guild, or browse the markets in order to find them. Sure, man. Whatever. Oh, good lord. Hello, name I cannot pronounce.
With a little elbow grease, Yadernod appears to be toying with a defective device of sorts. Ah, just my luck. I scavenged this here oven, thinking I could use it to make myself hot meals. But it looks to be in a bad way. Lots of dents, a few holes even. Hey, you're pretty well traveled, aren't you? Ever since one of these before? And better yet, know how to fix it? No, but... Wait, I know who we ought to ask. Mind showing this oven to Marquise for me? He repaired a clockwork toy I found once, so maybe he can do something with it.
Okay, kid. Fine. Hey, man. Can you fix this? For this stupid kid over there. Is there anything I can do for you? Yeah, I got a broken alembic. Alembic? What appears to be the pitiful remains of a distilling equipment used by alchemists to work their This isn't an oven. This is an alchemist's alembic. You say the boy wishes to use it for cooking. I suppose it would be possible, were I to make some modifications, but I'll need a bronze ornamental hammer to do so. Can you bring me one, Kreed? You need only go as far as Camp Drybone to find the merchant who sells the tools. Okay. Shit. So I've got to get... Oh, good lord, it's fucking pouring outside! This is why I'm wearing a helmet. Deliver a bronze ornamental hammer to Marquise. Obtain a bull-point chisel and a pair of needle-nose pliers. It said Ul'dah, right? Yeah, I have to go all the way to the guild. Alright, well... I'm going anyway, so let's go to Ul'dah real quick. Let's get out of the rain. Oh, this isn't, that's not where I need to go. Alright, marketplace. Hey, you got something I can use?
Welcome, welcome.
What might a discerning... My word, did you say needle-nose pliers? You must be a skilled craftsman indeed. Please, take this pair as a gift. By the by, do you have representation here in the exchange? If not, it would be most interesting in discussing a partnership. Not right now, man. Sibold. What? Dishonor before death. Ooh, level 38. Sibold has but little time left and would confide to you his burdens. Excuse me.
Time heals all wounds, or so they say. More than 30 summons passed since I carried the standard of the Darklight Raiders into the Cutter's Cry. But not a day goes by that I don't see the faces of the friends I lost that day. Gerbald the Red, and his loyal second, Arborist Stillwater, Simon the Sweet, always armed with a jab and jest. Our ever ireful mage, Shiran Zabaran, as quick to cast as he was to temper. Thormorin Thousandgill. Never was there a man with a tighter grip, be it on his sword or his coin. And let us not forget one Ilm Ilson, though it's hard to fathom now. What with all the adventurers scamping about like rabbits in the spring, there was once a time when bands of mercenaries, who were the city-states turned to when they needed a blade, the Darklight Raiders being the biggest and best of them bands. Ishgardian-funded forays into hellish pits like Arum Vale would earn us a king's ransom in a matter of days, though it would only take a night of devil's play at the Mirage to see it gone from our purses. But so is the life of a raider, that is, until we took that job at Cutter's Cry. My brothers and I stood against herds of giant buffaloes on Ogmaru, snurble infestations in the Pearl, legions of cold-blooded Sahagin from the abyssal depths of the Indigo Deep. But none of that prepared us for the horrors we faced in Hell's Brood holes. None of it prepared us for the Chimera. The bards still sing of the day 7 of the realm's finest warriors set off into the bowels of that forsaken place, but only saw one return. Sibold the Stoic, spared by the beast so that he may warn all others who would be foolish enough to attempt to despoil the Chimera's lair. Ah, my apologies. You did not come here to hear the guild-ridden ramblings of an old man. But, if you have a moment, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. The final wish of an ailing soul, seeking peace with his past before departing on his journey through the 7 gates. In each of the 30 summers since escaping the maws of that terrible beast, I have returned to its lair to pay the proper respects to my fallen compatriots. However, these years have finally caught up with old Sibold, and try as I might, no longer can these bones make the trek alone. If it is not too much to ask, would you travel to Cutter's Cry in my stead, and place this banquet of flowers, bouquet of flowers, upon the resting place of my Darklight Raiders? Sure, man. Shit. Alright. Looking for a tradecraft merchant. Arms merchant. Well, maybe I can get it from you. Hey man, do you have any tools? No. Shit. Oh, fieldcraft merchant. Do you have tools? You do. Disciple of hand. Oh shit, what level is this? Bronze ornamental hammer. Okay. It's not 1 through 9. Bronze raising hammer. Bronze ornamental hammer. Here we are. It's a goldsmith's weapon. Level 14, huh? Bronze oriental hammer. Okay. Ornamental hammer. Alright, we got that. So, I need, need to attune to the Aetheryte here.
while I'm still thinking about it. Looks like there's another aetheryte down this way. Might as well grab it while I can. While I'm thinking about it. I don't know which one this one's for though. Weaver's Guild. Okay. There's another one just over here. Ah, there it is. Miners Guild. Okay. Goldsmith's Guild. How many more of these are left? There's one more over here. Oh, I totally passed the Goldsmith's Guild. Ah, you have attuned yourself to all the Aethernet shards in Ul'dah, the Gate of Nald, the Gate of Thal, and the Gate of the Sultana, and the airship landing are now accessible as Aethernet destinations. Okay. Well, that's all set up. Let's go back over to the Goldsmith's Guild. Just over here. Mimidesu. How you doing?
A ballpoint chisel? Why, yes, we happen to have a surplus of that particular tool. By all means, take one if you so desire. An odd request, if you don't mind me saying. It has a very limited number of applications. I'm just getting it for a dude. Don't ask me, man. Deliver the tools to the Marquis. Alright, back to Camp Drybone. Hopefully the weather will have dried up. Ah, it's still raining. God damn it. Let's head in then. This is why I'm wearing a helmet, I suppose. At least the rain's warm. I've seen enough dead bodies for the day. Here you go. I can convert the Imlik into a makeshift oven, but only once you have brought me that hammer. Here you go. Thank you, Kreed. I shan't take more of your time, I believe. It's strange. I know I must have learned these skills long ago, but I haven't the foggiest idea when or where that was. I'll just take the silver pieces, thank you. I also have the tools you needed. Have you brought the tools I requested? That's what I just said. Ballpoint chisel. Unlike carpenter's chisels, which have flat heads, the ballpoint chisel has a pointed one, and is used by expert goldsmiths to perforate soft metals. Needle nose pliers. This tool is often employed by goldsmiths or clockwork engineers to seize and manipulate minuscule pieces of wire.
Huh. Something occurs to me. Wait here for a moment. It was for naught. Though I repaired the device easily, the sensation that stirs within me remains a mystery. But how? How did I do it? These hands. My hands. They moved with a mind of their own, deftly manipulating the inner clockwork mechanisms. There was no doubt or uncertainty. I knew exactly what to do, as though I had performed the same motions countless times before. But pardon me, Kreed. This was a mistake. Please give this horloge to Sister Elnud. The man who once owned it is currently in her care, and I think it best that it be returned to him. Alright. I'll take it, man. Ah, it's still fucking raining. Oh.
Good evening, sir. Have you come to pay respects to this man?
No, I have a repaired horloge. By some manner of clockwork wizardry, this strange contraption can precisely measure and follow the 24 bells in a single turn of the sun. Oh, it's a clock. It's a watch. Awesome.
Never before have I seen such a queer device. You say that it measures the passing of time. Mayhap they are more common in Garlemald. I am given to understand that its cities are filled with all manner of amazing technologies. Marquis said that it belonged to the deceased? Oh dear. You don't suppose that the owner might have been a Garlean spy? It may behoove us to notify the authorities of Camp Drybone. But, mayhap more importantly, how did Marquis manage to repair this device? I knew he had a talent for trades, but this goes far beyond mending fences and thatching roofs.
Don't worry about it. Alright? He was just really good with it.
A tall drink of aqua de sol. You'll come.
Your name is I'll come. I'll come.
I'd like to offer succor to the priests of the Church of Saint Amada. Adama. Landama. Excuse me, Kreed. You don't know me, but I've been observing you, assisting the priests with their work. I too would like to offer what succor I can, since tending the lich yard in this heat can quickly sap one's energy.
Heat? It's raining.
Perhaps a restorative drink made to combat fatigue would be ideal. Of course, Aqua del Sol. That'll surely do the trick. To make it, I would need a freshly cut Brazo del Sol. I've not the skill at arms to slay a wild Sabatender del Sol, but you do, so you need only go as far as the spring east of Camp Drybone. The beasts are often sighted in that vicinity. If you bring me one of their arms, I can make enough Aqua del Sol for everyone.
Okay. I'll go and kill it. Come, Frostworm. There we go. Oh, hi. Appearing out of nowhere. Come, Frostworm. We must continue. The thing was easy enough to kill. It barely put up a fight. Hey.
Have you considered my request, Kreed?
Yeah, I already went and done it. Raso del Sol. The arm of a Sabatender del Sol. The fleshy interior holds a surprising amount of fresh, drinkable water.
I never imagined that you would return so quickly. Thank you so much. It's an incredibly simple beverage to prepare if you would but wait one moment. There. This should serve as a sample of... Wait, don't drink it! I was hoping you might give the first glass to Marquise on my behalf. Of course, I intend to provide everyone with a glass eventually. It's just that Marquise is such a hard worker, don't you think?
Oh wow, she's got a crush on him like nobody's business. Alright, fine. I'll give it to him. Hey, bud. Oh, Kreed. What is it? Here you go. I got you some Aqua del Sol. Literally meaning water of the sun. Aqua del Sol was originally brought back by expeditions to the New World far across the Indigo Deep. Not long after, Eorzeans began making their own variation of the drink from the Sabatenders and Cactars of the Thanalin. For me, thank you. Was it perhaps the girl who... No, it couldn't have been her. I appreciate Alcum's nature. A kind gesture, but Father Illud is in far greater need of this juice. His work places great strain on his body and soul, yet he continues to neglect his strength. Okay. Okay. I guess I gotta talk to somebody out here. In the rain. Again. That was awkward.
Bringing out the dead. Sister Illud is staring at you with great sadness in her eyes. I recognize you now, Kreed. Allow me to express my deepest condolences for those who have lost their lives in the attack.
Oh, don't you fucking do it. Don't you apologize for that shit. You didn't do anything.
I apologize if discussing this upsets you, but you should know that the bodies of your comrades are presently being removed from the Waking Sands and prepared for transport here. If you wish to leave this work to others, I understand. However, taking part might help you find closure.
Yeah. I can't let someone else do this. Come, Frostworm. I'm guessing I talked to you.
Eh? You don't look like one of them church fellas. Not that I'll turn you away, no sir. As you can see, we've got a pile of unidentified bodies over yonder. No one's come to claim them, so off to the lich yard they go. Be thankful you didn't have to go inside and see the carnage yourself. 'Twas the stuff of nightmares, I tell you. God's damn Imperials. Tuh. I don't know what quarrel they had with these folks. I sure as hell don't want to know. The sooner we put this behind us, the better. Say, ain't I seen you around here before? Or do you just have one of them faces? Ah, never mind. Any road, there's a carriage come to haul the bodies to the lich yard, out by the east gate. There's only 8 of them left to load up, but seeing as I'm exhausted from carrying all the others, I'll leave the rest to you. Might want to cover your nose while you work. Some of the folk have started to turn. Oh, they're all outside. Oh. Ah, damn it. They're just... piled up over here in the corner. Four is all I can carry at once. Hey. What happened to the big fella? Ah, forget it. Just bring the nets bash and toss him in the back. Ain't like they'll complain if you're rough.
Fuck you, man. Scion corpse. How you were able to fit this stiff scion of the 7th Dawn corpse into your bag is a mystery best left unsolved. Indeed.
Well, ain't you a strong one? 4-1-1 trip. Reckon there's no need for me to lend you a hand with the rest then?
Yeah, I would rather you not fucking touch them, you shit. Oh, I walked past him again. Damn it.
Come on, come on. Let's finish this work before I die of old age.
Fuck you, man.
Eorzea corpse. The sylph's peaceful expression belies the fact that she no longer lives. That should be all of them. Thanks for the help. Reckon it wouldn't take too long to deliver all the corpses to the lich yard. Even so, you might want to hurry back and tell them that the work here is done.
I got something else to do first. I need to be alone for a little bit. This should be good enough, right? Nymea lilies. Bouquets such as these are oft used as offerings to the dead. Hi. This is Cutter's Cry, a labyrinth of sand-ridden caverns. And you hear that? That sound like the wolfing snort when fire catches? That's the Chimera. Not that I've seen it. Sure, go on right in. If you're that certain your ability to make it out in one piece. Just don't expect me to go trottling in there after you, no matter how hard you wail and holler. Ah, you promised old Sibold the Stoic, did you? He's what I call a man of principle, he is. A little too much principle, I'd say. What's wrong with wanting to live when your wife at home and big with child? The tale goes that rather than facing the fate spun for him by Nemea, he hid beneath the mangled body of his leader and watched as his companions were torn apart, one by one, all so that he might return home to see his son born. Should he have died a hero rather than lived as a coward? Was being able to see his son worth having the boy grow up knowing his father was a craven? A disgrace to his family and friends? Should I ever find myself faced with a similar decision, would I have the courage to walk the righteous path? Now you know the true reason why I'll never step into that cave. Oh, damn. Sounds like that fucking Chimera is a problem. Can I deal with said problem? I can indeed. That might just be the distraction I need. But now's not time to think about that. I need to get back to the church. And let them know that the bodies are on their way. I just hope I'm not too late and they're not already there when I get there. Else I'll feel like an ass. Though of all the things I've felt today, an ass is certainly not the worst of things. Let's head on up and see what's going on. Hey.
I see that you have decided to heed my advice. I pray that in doing so you found some small measure of peace. The first carriage from Vesper Bay arrived not long ago, and we have begun preparing your comrades for burial. I had a hand in the initial rites, and I would like you to know that for many, death came quickly. Rest assured that we will treat them with the utmost respect and do everything we can to shepherd them to Thal's realm.
Thanks. I appreciate it. What else do you gotta say?
The Warden works in mysterious ways. Sister Eorzea has some difficult news to share with you. There is one thing I regret to inform you. Though we wish to inter the comrades on church grounds, the number of fallen scions far exceeds our estimations. After discussing the matter with Father Elude, we have concluded that we have no choice but to bury the dead in the same plots as those that perished in the calamity. Please forgive us. We do not wish to dishonor the memory of the fallen, but as caretakers of the Lich Yard, these are realities we must face. Kreed, what befell your order was an unforgivable crime. If you would have these villains brought to justice, consider making a pilgrimage to the Mark of the Warden. Though I do not follow the teachings of Zemia, it is said that to offer prayers before her mark is to invoke her divine judgment. Regardless of your faith, it would be a good idea.
Alright. Where is it then? It's quite a ways away. Alright. Sounds like a good idea, so I'll give it a shot. I've seen the gods of this world. I don't know if they'll answer. Not after I've killed 2 of them. But we'll see what we can do. I'll see what I can do. I don't know if you'll listen after all the shit I've done, but if you'll give me just this one chance to kill those bastards that did this, I will give you everything I have left. As you kneel before the mark of the Warden, in a moment of quiet solitude, you breathe deep of the dry desert air. The roar of the rushing waters is punctuated by the faint chirping of violkin and shrill cries of a hawk. The gods, however, remain silent. Alright then. I guess I'll have to do this on my own. Like always.
Thank you all for watching, peeps. If you liked the video, please click that like button, and if you want to see more content from me, your host, 19, be sure to click that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!